Okay, we crossed over. We're in Mexico now. You can see the mountains are smaller. The mountains are smaller. I still haven't checked in. They told me down here somewhere I'm supposed to check in. So, but this is it. So you see the mountains are getting smaller as the mountains get, and like I say, so we know we're out of Guatemala now. Boy, that border was really busy. Normally it's not that busy. But anyway, they had problems trying to figure out what they were going to do with me. I don't know why everybody has a problem with me. But anyway, so we're here. Yeah, everything is going to change. Okay, we're in Mexico. Just let's see, at 1:30, it went through immigration. I had to pay 335 pesos for me. I got a 6-month visa. I put it on my debit card, and so they gave me a whole lot of paperwork to go with it. Normally I pay cash and they just tell me everything is okay. So in other words, what they did when they pay cash, they just took your money, and what happens is they don't give you another paper saying that you're good. So now I'm good for 6 months. I can come in and out of Mexico without having my papers stamped and all this stuff, my passport stamped, and I can do that for 6 months now, and that's because I used my debit card and I got papers showing that I've paid. And now on the car, it expired the 2nd of January, and this is the 7th. So I gave them $200 deposit, and so I lost my $200 deposit. So now I had to give them another $200. So I gave them another $200 deposit, and now I'm good to July 7th. So now this is what I don't quite understand is I was not at this checkpoint, or not at this crossing, but I was at another crossing at El Carmen. That's the one I made the video on, and there I told them my permit expires, so I needed another one, and this was a month ago, and they told me no, I can't have it. So I don't know if you have to come on that day before you'll get your deposit back, or the deposit is non-refundable deposit. I'm not really quite sure how it works. So in other words, I'm going to be back in the States in the spring, and I know I've got to cross over before July 7th for my $200. This way I can just get my $200 back if it's a deposit and apply it to my next 6-month thing. So that, and like I say, now I don't need to, every time I come in to Mexico, I don't need to have them stamp my passport. So there are some, I think, but they told me this before, and it never works. I'm always getting screwed each time. But this time I got papers, so I'll go on and show you the papers here sometime or another. But oh, that sticker right up there, they took the old sticker away, and they gave me a new sticker. And So now my car is good for 6 months, and I am good for 6 months. So now, let's see if I can show you. See, I'm in Mexico now. See the border, that straight line is the border. And it says I should be in the town that I'm going. I can't pronounce it, but it's close to Tuxtla. It says I should be there at 4:30, but I doubt it. It doesn't. It's set up for like 60 miles an hour. See, we're going 55, and I should get better. I should go faster here. The roads are straighter and better here in Mexico. So, but it still won't be 4:37. And I'm going to get my, it's like I say 1:30, I'm going to go on and get my snacks and drink me some water. I haven't drank much water, so I need to start drinking water. But anyway, that's it. We're in Mexico, we're on our way. We'll have Mexican checkpoints, and we will show them all my paperwork that I got, because I should be legal. Hey, I see I'm having some platinum. This new highway. There's some buzzards. I don't know if you know about it, but they got a drug dealer at this last soccer games. I think it was in Brazil is where the soccer games were, and they arrested a drug dealer. They found, I believe, if I remember right, I think it was $14 billion with a B. $14 billion in cash. And I wondered what they were going to do with all that money. Well, I see what they've done is made a new highway here. And it's a nice highway. And you can tell already it's wider. You see, it's what you do is when you're supposed to go drive on the outside part right here, and then people will pass you, sometimes taking up a little bit of the other lane. That's what the idea is. It's funny because here in Mexico you drive on the right lane. I mean, which is like if this was divided, if this was two lanes going one direction, you drive on the outside part. That's what I'm saying, out here. That's where you drive, and then everybody passes you over there. In Guatemala, you drive up towards the center, and the reason is you have buses stopping on the right side, so everybody parks over there. Now we're coming up. We're coming to the road that I remember. Like I say, this is all brand new to me. I haven't seen this. And I don't remember when the last time I came on this road. I think I was here 6 months ago, I think. So they did all this in the last 6 months. Okay, this was the road that I remember. It was like this. So I think they're doing something with that drug money that they found. Well, I think it was 14 billion is what they reported. I've always wondered, like maybe it was 20 billion or something, and the rest is just uncalled for. Oh, also, I say this is January 7th, 2014, and I think it was February of 2006. I was down here on the motorcycle, and I was riding across the Yucatan Peninsula, and I had heat exhaustion, heat stroke, everything else, man, and even Xena, the dog. I thought the dog was going to die. Matter of fact, I thought I was going to die. And one full day of driving across the peninsula, and then I got a hotel room and passed out for 2 days. And I was just lucky my dog didn't eat me. When I woke up, my dog was awake, and she was still functioning. And I'm glad she didn't eat me when I was out. But so what I'm saying is and now it's a little hot. Well, more than a little hot. It's probably it's probably 95 degrees right here now. I mean, it's really hot. You don't want to get out in the sun. And but like I say, it's January 7th. So when it gets in the summertime, it's really hot over here, real hot. So I say there's a nice little town with Sam's and Walmart. That's going to be the first town we come to, and it's still going to be a ways. I say from the border that said 134 miles is where we were going to go. So to get to where the town I want to go to. So, but anyway, just wanted to get you an update on what's going on. Let me finish my lunch. Okay. Wow. This is what we're going to be. That's what I was going to say. Now this isn't too bad here. I've been on these where they're doing the construction, man, and that's what I was talking about, needing the four-wheel drive. This isn't too bad at all. Boy, how they can get out there in that sun, I don't know. But I was getting some papers copied when I was at the border, and at that time the girl that took care of me was wearing long sleeve, long pants, and she was in a blanket watching TV when I went in there. And so in other words, she's used to the really hot weather, so this isn't really hot, so that's why she was all bundled up. Just another reason why I keep really good tires. There's a lot of things you can't do. You can't, like I say, piston braking and like I say, CV joints. That's the problem I was having before. Some things are just beyond our control. But tires, they're not. So I make sure I always have good tires on. And it's funny because they always wonder why I'm changing. I usually get 2 tires every year, so I don't really have that many miles on them. Maybe 30, 40,000 miles. But I'm getting new tires, and that's why I want to keep it. Tires I can do something about. So I always got good ones. So now look at this. What do we got here? We got good lane. We can drive on ours. Theirs is really bumpy. This is one of the advantages in driving a car. Because the car's suspension is a whole lot smoother than a truck. Problem is we're lower to the ground and we have other problems we got to deal with. So let me get on around. But anyway, how much longer we got? Oh man, we got a long ways to go. way over there. Okay. Like I say, we are in Mexico. This is the southern part, not in the center. The southern and in the center. Belize will be on the Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean side. That's where the Belize would be, and it borders Mexico. And then this is the center part, where it meets Guatemala, and where I go the other place, where I made the video on crossing before and I have all the problems, that's on the Pacific side. Those are the three borders. Let's see if we can show you. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where we're at. According to the GPS, it still says we're going to be there in 3 hours. A little over 2.5 hours. So, I don't know. Maybe it knows something I don't know. But anyway, this is where we are. It's rolling hills and flatness. And southern part of Mexico. Southern, central, southern. Oh, I forgot. Did you notice my samag? I think that's what it's called, samag. It's the scarf thing. It's got Marine Corps on it. And my wife told me that because she's, like I say, we had a club at one time, and when I was training SWAT teams and I had the club, and I would physically do things to people, and she thought it wasn't right for me to hurt people like I did because they didn't know I was a Marine. So she said I need to warn people that I'm a Marine, and then this way, you know, if they don't mind getting hurt, well then you can go on and do it. So, but that's where you see. And I say, I tried to blend in. I thought, well, hey, I'm gonna look like, you know, the locals and stuff, but I don't. Whatever my height, you know, and then the clothes I wear, everybody knows I'm not a local. And there's a police right there. And then like I say, the clothes I wear clothes that I'm comfortable. You see me doing my exercises. I exercise in these clothes. These are clothes I wear. I'm prepared to fight with these clothes that I wear. So I wear combat boots. I wear they're not military. They're not police. Well, I guess they could be police and military. The brand is the same people that make all their stuff. And so I don't hide the fact that in my body shape, you know, I mean, everybody can tell I don't look like everybody else. So. And so now I just go on and advertise the fact I'm a Marine now. So, and you know, it didn't help that guy with the Marine that in the United States across the border there with guns. It didn't help him. But I say, he was young. He didn't understand the rules. He doesn't have the people skills. And so that's why Now I just kind of flaunt it. Like I say, I'm in their face. You know, I don't brag that I'm a Marine, but you can look and you can see I am. And the thing is, I'm old. I can't believe anybody would want to take advantage of an old man. So that's why I give them warning, and that's the only warning they're going to have. And I don't even care what country they're from. If they don't know what a Marine is, they're going to figure it out pretty quick. But anyway, and I'm using it to keep the sun off. I told you on my trip down here, I used it, I wetted it down, and I wrapped my head. And it worked real good, keeping me cool coming down here. I came down in July, so it was really, really hot when I came down. And it did really well, keeping me cooled down. So that's why I've been promoting it. Instead of using a mask, use a smog. And learn to wrap yourself up in it. But that's what's, oh, here, let me show you where we're at. That's where we're at. So, okay. I'm here, it's 5 o'clock. Left at 8. So, let's see, 9 hours. Took us 9 hours to get here. Across the border and all that kind of stuff. And this is Central Park. Central Park, and I forgot the name of the town. But